Next game on the list, Brad, we have Oakland -3, according to Bovada, on the road at the New York Jets.
Wow, good for Oakland for being favored on the road.
Favored on the road, right?
Yeah,
favored
good
on
for
the
that,
road,
man. Boy, they've really been the surprise of the year, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. There's another one. They're escaping my mind. It's Oakland, and somebody else has surprised me. I can't remember positively or negatively. Maybe Buffalo.
Maybe Buffalo. Yeah, we were wrong on Buffalo. I know I was anyway.
Yeah, no, we were both wrong on Buffalo, and we were both wrong on Oakland.
Cardinals are better than we thought they would be.
They're about as good as I thought they would be. They're
better than I thought they'd be.
Yeah. I like what Kingsbury's doing there. I agree with that. Kyler Murray is better than I thought he'd be at this stage of his career. I thought he'd struggle a little bit more, especially after watching him in camp. But he's growing, and Kingsbury's growing as a play caller too. I like what they're doing. But yeah, Oakland,
I think Pittsburgh is also better than they should be.
Yeah,
I would right without Ben, without the three guys there.
That's definitely a fair assessment. I'm surprised at how bad the Chargers are. So some surprises out there. Actually, I would say that for me, the change is Oakland is where I thought the Chargers would be at this point, and not vice versa. So, but it's actually a lot thinner there than you would think it would be. But still, I mean, the Raiders, they're running the ball. Their defense, their big problem had been their secondary, but they're getting that figured out. Kudos to the defensive coordinator Gunther over there, who spent a lot of time in Cincinnati. Kudos to Gruden. Kudos to Derek Carr, who we were skeptical of coming into the season because neither one of us were sure he would push the ball downfield. But he's playing efficient. He's taking shots. He's doing everything you have to do. He's looking like that, like the Derek Carr we saw before he broke his leg a couple years ago. Unfortunately, during that Del Rio season when he was going like crazy. Mm-hmm. I like this Chargers team, man. They play physical football. They take their shots. It's like kind of like an old school, and when I say old school, I'm talking like late 90s, early 2000s type Gruden team. I'm enjoying watching them, man. I really am.
Yeah. They're boy, I mean, they got boat raced in Green Bay out of nowhere, but they were in that game, man.
They were fighting. It was Derek Carr on the red zone.
Until that Derek Carr play. Yep. That changed everything,
Everything.
You know what? I'm going to take Oakland to cover. I think they covered pretty easy, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you. So Oakland, I take them to cover as well. I have them winning by 10. The problem for Oakland is obviously they're a run-first team. They want to run. And the Jets are actually really good stopping the run. Now, where it favors Oakland is the Jets are susceptible, almost like Oakland was maybe 5 weeks ago. They're susceptible to stuff over the top. So I think that Derek Carr to Tyrell Williams will be a nice connection this week. I think this is a Derek Carr and not a Josh Jacobs game in terms of them. And I think Gruden is a good enough offensive coach. We'd agree on this to adjust. And if the defense is giving them pass, I think that Derek Carr at this point is just playing lights out. I think he'll be able to do it. So actually, I like Derek Carr off the waiver wire this week too. Is one of my waiver plays. If you watch my waiver videos, yeah, I'm with you, man. I think Oakland covers this game. They actually have a pretty manageable schedule towards the back half of the season. I think they're looking pretty good to be that 6th seed or maybe even a 5th seed. I don't think that they're going to catch the Kansas City Chiefs, but Tyreek Hill's injury. I mean, we'll see how bad that hamstring is, man. Kansas City's about to go on a bye week. It's not inconceivable. They do have one game left. It's in Kansas City, but they do have one game left. Going to be very, very interesting in that AFC West. But yeah, there you go. So I like Oakland from fantasy point of view. Like I said, I think Derek Carr has a good game. I like him as a start. Even though I said Josh Jacobs, it's going to be more of a Carr and passing game than it is a running game. I like Josh Jacobs to start every week. I do think he'll find the end zone once. Just I don't think he's going to have a crazy game. Williams, who I mentioned before, I love actually Hunter Renfrow this week, and I think you start Darren Waller every week. But let's be real about this. Foster Moreau is getting more touchdowns, it seems like, than Darren Waller. So I actually like Renfrow better than Waller, but I have Waller on my fantasy team. I'll be starting him, rest assured. For the Jets, Sam Darnold. Here's the deal. Sam Darnold is up and down, but he's up really in games where he can hit the tight end and hit Jamison Crowder. That short intermediate stuff, I think Oakland will actually be really good at taking that stuff away. So while my analytics like Sam Darnold to be a start here, I actually don't personally. I would put him on the bench. Le'Veon Bell, I think you got to start just because he's one of the most consistent guys on the team. I don't like Anderson. I don't like Thomas. I think Jamison Crowder's a start, and I think Ryan Griffin's a start. He's a guy everybody has to start paying attention to in for the tight end position, especially off the waivers.